plant, grow, and harvest potatoes. Planting the potatoes. We don't want to plant the whole potato, and I'll tell you why. If you look, you'll see on these potatoes you have many, many eyes. Each one of those eyes is going to produce a plant of its own. So out of this one potato, we can get many different potato plants. So we're going to have to figure out how to cut this so there's 1 to 2 eyes per piece. And you can see there's a few pieces on the end here, so I'm going to cut one piece like that. You don't really want them any smaller than that. They say to cut them between 1.5 and 2.5 ounces, but who the heck's actually going to weigh a piece of potato before you plant it? And here's another piece with 2 eyes. And we can go at an angle here, just like that. And let's see, this third piece, I see an eye right there. And regardless how small it is, it will produce another potato. And when you choose your potatoes, too, one thing I think is very, very important is always use a certified seed potato. That's very, very important. They are disease resistant, and you're going to get much better results as opposed to a supermarket potato that's actually been sprayed with a growth retardant, which is going to stop those eyes from growing. So go to your local garden center and buy a certified seed potato. We've cut the potatoes 2 days before we plant, and the reason we did that was we want these cuts to heal. What I like to do first, even though we've dug our trench, I like to loosen up that bottom layer of soil just a little bit. You can't really overdo it. I like to give them plenty of room for those roots to get in there and start to growing. It will always result in better plants. So, now that we've got that all set, we have our cut potatoes and the cuts have healed. We're ready to go. We're going to put them in the ground with the cut side down, or looking at it the opposite way, with the eyes facing up, because that's how the plants are going to grow. So we're going to put it down in that loosened soil. And again, one of the reasons I dig a trench is so I have soil all prepared on the sides. Now all I have to do is just drag it down, put it over the potato, about 3 inches over the top of the potato. Tamp them down like you do with any other plant. The reason you do that is so you get rid of the air pockets. Bring that soil down. And we put our last piece in, 1 foot apart. Assuming you're going to plant in multiple rows, make your rows, I would say, about 2.5 feet apart. Damage to the potato when you actually pull it. So now we have our hilled potato. What I'm going to do is just kind of pull the plant out a little bit. Get that out of the way. So what we want to do is take our hand and go right down the stem, go down and then pull out. Nice and gentle, because you don't want to damage the potatoes. Whoop, I feel one. And we just kind of twist and pull at the same time. And look at that. Ooh boy, I can't wait to eat that. But I'll bet you there's more down here too. And take the time, whoop, there's another one, to try to dig them all out. If you don't get them all, it's no big deal, but what may happen in the spring is what's left behind may grow into new potato plants, what I call volunteers.